Yellow crazy ants arrived on Christmas Island in the early 20th century via human ships. On this isolated island, as an invasive species, they have almost no natural predators. Their numbers have exploded, forming massive super colonies. They ambush us along our migration route. Once I enter their territory, they swarm to attack, spraying formic acid into my eyes and mouth, blinding me, disorienting me, until I die of dehydration under the scorching sun, becoming food for the yellow crazy ants. According to biologists' estimates, before the large-scale invasion of yellow crazy ants, our Christmas Island red crab population may have exceeded 100 million. Now, it has plummeted to around 50 million. Despite all hardships, tens of millions of red crabs still break through the rainforest each year. Together, we blanket the coastline like flowing flames. Though we Christmas Island red crabs originated in the ocean, we have fully adapted to life on land. I spend over 90% of my life on land, returning to the sea only to reproduce, because my eggs can develop only in seawater. This leads to a paradoxical situation. I am a crab, yet I cannot swim. I fear the ocean, but I have no other choice. I must lay my eggs when the tide reaches its highest point. My joyful dancing speeds up the spawning process, and I release 100,000 eggs into the waves. In just 2 or 3 nights, trillions of eggs are released into the sea by me and my sisters. These eggs hatch immediately in the seawater into free-swimming larvae. The vast majority will be eaten by marine creatures or swept into the deep ocean, never to return. Only a lucky few will survive for a month in the sea, developing into a new generation of red crab juveniles. On Christmas Eve in December, when the tide rises to its peak, these red crab juveniles are washed back onto the shores of Christmas Island. They crowd together densely, staining the beach a vivid red. The newborn red crab juveniles are only the size of sesame seeds. To survive, they must retrace the path their parents took, returning to our habitat. The countless moist burrows there are essential for their survival on this island. The journey back for the red crab juveniles will be even more perilous than ours was. After spawning, I rest on the coast for a while before returning to our habitat. During this time, some adult female crabs happen to encounter the homeward-bound juveniles. Having expended immense energy, I urgently need to eat to recover, and these tiny crabs around me seem the most readily available food. The plight of the red crab juveniles may seem tragic, but this numerical culling does maintain ecological balance. On a relatively isolated island like Christmas Island, the ecosystem is fragile. Thus, any behavior of us native animals serves as a means to sustain that balance. This is the wisdom forged through centuries of evolution and environmental survival. These red crab juveniles must hurry to leave the beach. They need to scale seawalls that are like towering cliffs to them, reaching the edge of the intricate rainforest. Deep in the rainforest, the yellow crazy ants that threaten their parents await their arrival as well. Only those red crab juveniles who successfully pass this series of trials will have the chance to return to their habitat in time for Christmas. There, over the next 5 years, they will forage and grow, eventually repeating their parents' reproductive journey, ensuring our species thrives on this island, generation after generation.